السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. الصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين وآل كل الصحابة أجمعين أما بعد. Respected dignitaries and my dear colleagues, today in this occasion I would like to talk about how the Indian judiciary treating its prey and predator. As we all know, the judicial system is an important factor in every country. The judiciary decides how the person should properly behave in the nation. The country which do not have an appropriate judiciary system could lead to outrage and riot. Every country have judiciary system. The Western country, the African country, in our country itself, India itself had a proper judiciary system. Still, there are so much black marks in our Indian judicial system. The Indian judicial system as a whole is focused on offenders. Sometimes normal civilians wouldn't able to get the right. Because of this, if the judicial system should flow simultaneously, the system should ensure the normal civilians the right of safety. Without having a proper justice system in our India, the things which will not be order and the same. The judiciary system is one of the great factor which is deciding the lives and role play of the civilians people. They should speak without having any fear in regarding of the criminal activities. The judicial system should ensure for the normal people in our country that they should right guard their safe. They should give prioritize for their safety. If they do not having any kind of this kind of safety, they might be reaching in some of the depth down in the black mark of our malpractices. In order for the victim's testimony to be accurate and the prosecution to be impartial, our judiciary system must ensure the protection for their rights. Just imagine, in our country like India, the elite people and the non-elite people is taking the advantages and disadvantages from the government. The elite people giving the money for the government for the corruptioncy, and they are trying to abuse the judicial system by tapping in our High Court or the Supreme Court. There are so much cases which is left unseen in the Indian judiciary system. In 2014, the brutality of the Anamika still highlighted in our Indian judiciary system. 3 men were arrested and found guilty in our judiciary system, and they were sentenced in death penalty by the trial court, which is sanctioned by the Delhi High Court. But in the stunning reversal, in the next few days, the Supreme Court let them free and saying that there is no clear-cut evidence to support which they are guilty. And her father, Anamika's father, were totally depressed about this kind of justice system which came from our judiciary. And he told that my hope is demolished and I do not have any kind of hope in the Indian judiciary system. All I want you to know that in appropriate for the country development, the judiciary system should play a vital role in delivering the justice for the normal people and not considering the elite people in accordance with the political power and the wealth power. By saying this much, I'm concluding my speech. وآخر دعوانا للحمد لله رب العالمين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته.